What's going on, everybody? This is going to be the video walkthrough for the PCR 1.3 and the photosynthesis in Elodea assignment. When we first encounter the assignment, there is a video on photosynthesis and about the Elodea. So when we first go into the assignment, you'll see a YouTube link, and then we'll be watching this video pretty quick. So what the person has done here is, the purpose of this experiment is to count bubbles that the Elodea produces over the course of a minute. And if you look pretty closely, you can kind of see some of those bubbles rising. And these are just small bubbles of oxygen. So we have the same temperature of the light bulb, same type of light, same Elodea. The only thing that we're changing is the distance from the light to the plant. The dependent variable, the thing that we are counting to measure whether or not the distance makes a difference, is the number of bubbles. And now in the experiment, we've moved from 10 to 15 centimeters, then 20 centimeters, and so forth. At the end of the lab, we see the results. We see the different distances and the bubbles per minute. A chart has been placed onto the document for convenience. And the first question is, what is the numerical pattern you notice in the data? And basically what we're looking for are the trends. So the distance increases. And as the distance increases, the bubbles decrease. So that would be our answer in a full sentence. And that's just the general trend we're looking for. We're not trying to be so detailed as to look for like a 2, 1, 2, 1 type of pattern. Just a general idea of as one gets bigger, the other one decreases. So what does this mean? What this means is plants need light to lights to produce oxygen. And the less light they have, the less oxygen they have. The more light they have, the more oxygen they have. The next section we'll read about is 1.3. Why do plants capture sunlight? Why do plants need sunlight capturing light energy? In the section 1.3, we have two questions in the first section. The first question asks, why do most plants appear green? So as we read through this section, we can see that most plants appear green because of the chlorophyll reflects green light and absorbs the other colors of the light. In the next section, it asks, why is oxygen released into the air? During photosynthesis, water molecules are split, and this is what releases oxygen into the atmosphere. Because during the process of photosynthesis, plants take in the hydrogen section of the water, they use the hydrogen and leave the oxygen molecules behind. In the second part, it asks for the 2 ingredients used to make the sugar in plants. So as we look at the second section, one ingredient is carbon dioxide, while the other ingredient is part of the molecule from water, hydrogen. And then when we look in the third section, basically we're just trying to match up the word of the molecular compound with the chemical symbol. And so here, if we look at the very end section, we can see that carbon dioxide is CO2, water is H2O, glucose or sugar is C6H12O6, and oxygen in the gas form is O2. And I believe that is correct for the sugar. And that is the gist of this.